Come on then. We came here 10 years ago, and 10 years ago this was pretty much blank, empty field. We put in tracks, water networks, we built houses, barns, workshops, tool sheds, we built gardens and polytunnels. So we're totally off-grid. We make our own electricity, we source our own water, we grow our own food, and yeah, it's great. And anyone can do it. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it, really. Big ones that I got from Melissa, big fat ones.
Ah, she's got amazing strawberries.
No, I grew up in a suburban village in Berkshire. My mum was a housewife, my dad was an accountant, and yeah, I grew up in a very ordinary lifestyle. And it wasn't until I came to West Wales and that I discovered that there was an alternative available, that my life changed, and my life totally changed, and I've never looked back. Most of the people who've come to live here at Lammas or come to take on an alternative life come from the mainstream. So they come from the city, they give up their 9-to-5 jobs and they sell their houses, and then they move out to this way of life. My background is unusual here in that prior to living here, I've lived in different alternative communities across West Wales, nearly all of them off-grid. Some of them, very back to basics. You can't order a pizza here, and if you want to go to the cinema, then it's 40-minute car ride. But the air is clean, and the water is clean, and the soil is good, and I don't know, you get to appreciate the kind of real things.
A little bit. I had huge reservations about moving here, actually. One of the biggest things was power, and whether I'd be able to have a washing machine, whether I'd be able to make juices, whether I'd be able to use my kitchen blenders, all of these things, which, I'm a modern human. I'm a modern human, and I come with my modern appliances. And so that was a really big fear for me. And what I've actually discovered and what I've actually found is that, with a combination, so for us, I've got solar panels behind us here. So we've got a bank of solar panels, and we're also on hydro here. So all of our electricity is generated with the sun and with water.
We moved here in 2011, so I've been here since I was 8ish. Early teenage years, it's really, really difficult because you're not necessarily early teenage years, maybe even a little bit younger, but you're not trusted to go out by yourself, so you do have to rely on parents to get you out because it is in the middle of nowhere, but it's way safer, way more natural. My mum is a sound healer. She heals through sound vibrations, and my dad is a few things. Mostly I think is a planning agent where he helps other people get the permission to do stuff like this. I'm a hoop aerialist, basically. I'm a swinging giant metal hula hoop that I do fancy stuff on. Really is the best way to explain it. I'm not in school anymore. I'm taking my GCSEs online. I'm teaching myself all the curriculum, and then I'll go to Pembrokeshire College to take the exams. I've got a job at the moment, but I've got to get 2 buses to get to it, so it's an hour-and-a-half walk to the bus stop. It's not that bad. It's a couple miles, easy. School and me weren't working. I was at a completely different level to everybody else my age. I didn't get on with anyone. I couldn't really connect with anyone. They don't understand it, so they really don't get it. They're just ooh, hippies. I've heard many rumours that are just really funny, that we all come together on Christmas and collectively do yoga on the motorway and just stuff like that. It's really funny. And one girl genuinely thought that we only bought second-hand things. Kids are expected to go to school and to learn stuff for a future we might not even have, because the world is ending.
It's not for me to judge how people in the city live. I kind of feel that the age that we're coming into is an age where people need to take responsibility for their own part in the world. One of the really rewarding things about this lifestyle is that you feel like you're part of the solution. Now, we're not perfect, we still drive cars, there's still plastic in our lives, but I can say with some scientific backing that if everybody in the world lived as we do here in the Lammas ecovillage, then there would be some kind of ecological balance.